conceptual to the operational that has emerged, very operationally vital for us. How should we assess those, that linkage, and how prepared are we to take on the new dimension, which was always there, but this time we saw its operational results in real time, very quick, 4 days, a few hours, and with some very significant results for us and for the region.
Maybe it's a very difficult question to answer, firstly, because a lot has been said on both sides. But I'll base my answer on facts, actually, and some reasonable assumptions. So the first fact which I want to tell the audience over here is that there was no unusual activity on the northern borders during the duration of this conflict, which is different. In past conflicts, there had been trouble on the borders. Maybe this is a short conflict. That's an assumption I can make. But that's a fact that there was no activity on the northern borders. The second fact is that we all know that in the past 5 years, Pakistan has acquired almost 70 to 80% of its weapons and equipment from China. So that's a fact. And a reasonable assumption would be that Chinese as OEMs will have commercial liabilities which they have to fulfill, and will have people in Pakistan. So, and we all know today in defense companies, there are always ex-servicemen who work there, there are civilians who work there. So there would be people who would be meeting their commercial obligation. That equipment has to service, it has to function. It happens for India also, it happens for all countries. If we get equipment from Sri Lanka, we will have to have people over there. Third thing we can talk about is information. So today we seek information from open sources, we look at satellite images. So we may look at, we've seen all those images of Maxar, Planet Lab. There are a number of Chinese companies also doing this on a commercial basis. So you could go to them, or you could go to US for purchase of this commercial imageries. So that's possible. How much of state support will be there, it's very difficult to define in that particular process. When this information turns into intelligence is also very difficult to define. Means unless you are factually correct or you have evidence of it. So that assessment making is wrong, because all this is, one to the other, it's slightly linked with each other. I'll leave it at that.